Yo, what is up, YouTube? We are back with another tabletop matchup. This time it is me versus Matthew. We are both playing Palkia. My list is a bit different as he is playing the Palkia VSTAR with Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, and I'm playing just Palkia VSTAR. So I'm going to start off with a mulligan, unfortunately, because I don't really want to give my opponent any cards, as giving your opponent any extra cards is generally bad for the game state, since you're just helping them out. So I'm going to start off with a Manaphy, pretty bad starting Pokemon, but is relevant in this matchup due to the fact that my opponent can use Moonlight Shuriken on the Radiant Greninja to take 2 prizes on a Sobble or Drizzle. And Matthew is going to start with a Sobble. He's going to Quick Ball away Water to get himself an Ice Rider Calyrex V. And I think getting Ice Rider Calyrex V early in the game is very good because I can't one-shot that. I cannot one-shot that. I have to 2-shot that, which is very unfortunate because Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, once it evolves, can one-shot me. So I'm going to Quick Ball away Palkia VSTAR to get an Origin Form Palkia V, and then I'm going to use 2 Level Balls to get 2 Sobbles. And I think I just pass here. I don't think I have anything else. So I do pass. Matthew's going to drop return. He's going to bench a Sobble. He's going to attach to the Ice Rider Calyrex V. Let's see what he's got going on here. So he's going to Evolution Incense. Well, I guess he's going to get a Drizzle. He's going to get an Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. That is the gold one from the trainer gallery from Astral Radiance. I think Matthew said he was a fan of those gold cards, gold Pokemon like that, so that's why he's playing that. He's going to research. Now, he did discard a Manaphy, and he did discard Inteleon Shady Dealings. So not too good, especially in this matchup, where a Moonlight Shuriken can just take 2 prizes and brick him, since he won't have any ways to search cards out. So he's going to evolve the active Drizzle. He's going to use Shady Dealings, and he's going to grab a Scoop Up Nut. So now he's just going to shuffle his deck. I believe he's obviously going to scoop up the Drizzle. I don't see any reason why you would not. He's going to promote the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. Bench the Sobble. He is going to take a knockout. So I'm going to drop return. Ordinary Rod, back in Manaphy, and Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. I'm going to Evolution Incense for an Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. And a Professor's Research. So I believe my hand was 0 cards. So I'm going to Capacious Bucket, grab 2 waters from the deck. Now let's see what I got here. I'm going to bench a Radiant Greninja, use the ability Concealed Cards, discarding 1 energy, drawing 2. I grab a Drizzle, Shady Dealings for a Scoop Up Net, so that allows me to pick up 1 Pokemon that isn't a V or VMAX or whatever, and put it back into my hand. So I pick up that Radiant Greninja, bench it down, and use Concealed Cards again to draw 2 more. Looks like I attach return. And I use the VSTAR Star Portal, so I can attach up to 3 water energies from my discard pile to my Pokemon. So Matt's going to draw. He's going to evolve into the Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. He's going to evolve the Drizzle, use Shady Dealings, so he's going to grab himself an item card, or a trainer. Looks like he is going to choose the Choice Belt. I'm just going to read the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX just to see how much damage he's going to end up doing. So he's going to play Ultra Ball, discarding Starmie and Temple of Sinnoh. Now Starmie and Temple of Sinnoh aren't good in this matchup, so that's a great way to thin cards that you don't need to search for cards you do need. So it looks like he grabbed himself another Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. So he's going to bench that and bench the Radiant Greninja. He is going to Concealed Cards, so discarding a water and drawing 2. So let's see what he's deciding to do. He's going to Melanie to the Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. He's going to evolve the second Sobble into Drizzle, using the ability Shady Dealings to grab a Capacious Bucket, then using Capacious Bucket to search out for 2 Water Energy cards. He's going to Quick Ball away Water. I believe he's just going to grab something just to thin the deck a bit. Yeah, so he's going to grab an Origin Form Palkia V. That's going to go straight to the hand. He's going to shuffle up. Let's see what he's deciding to do. Right, so he's going to get his V-Star. He's going to use his V-Star power, Star Portal, attaching 3 Water Energy to his Pokemon. And he's going to take a knockout on the active Palkia. So I'm going to evolve into Inteleon, use the ability Shady Dealings, because I realize I can take a knockout with Inteleon, leaving a 1 prize in the active, which is a very, very good position to be in. Basically forcing him to get boss's orders next turn. So it looks like I do Quick Ball and get a Origin Form Palkia V. So I'm going to bench that, attach per turn. And I'm going to take a knockout and then put 20 on the bench Ice Rider Calyrex V. So I do take 3 prizes, so now it is even. So that's going to promote the Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. He's going to use a Level Ball. He's going to grab himself a Sobble. Since I already used my V-Star Power Star Portal, there's no way of me powering up a Radiant Greninja, so he doesn't need to get the Manaphy in play because there's no bench shenanigans being threatened in this game. He is going to Melanie to the active, to the bench Ice Rider Calyrex V. I'm going to play a Path of the Peak, so now none of us can use concealed cards, because Path of the Peak does turn off abilities for Pokemon with a rule box, and Radiant Pokemon do have a rule box, so it actually does turn them off, as well as V's, VMAX, V-Stars, and V-Unions. So he's going to go to Rock Sand me there, but he already Melanied. So he's going to take a knockout on the Ice Rider, on the Inteleon Shady Dealings. So I'm going to attach the Choice Belt to the active. And then I'm going to hit him with a Roxanne. So both players, so you can only play Roxanne if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Both players shuffle their hand into their deck. The player that played the card draws 6 and your opponent draws 2. So very good card late game when your opponent's in the lead to try and take the lead back. I only do play 1 copy, but I do play Palpat to get it back. But I don't think you need more than 1 copy in the deck. Looks like I take a knockout on the Origin Form Palkia VSTAR, going on into 1 prize. So basically it comes down to I need boss next turn for game unless Matt can take out a knockout on the Origin Form Palkia VSTAR, or if he has Ice Rider Calyrex and boss's orders in hand, and he can take a knockout on the Origin Form Palkia V. But since I did take him down to a 2-card hand, I don't think that's possible. So let's see what Matt's got going on. I believe he's using Shady Dealings. So I don't know if the line of play is, if he can play it. Because if he's Shady Dealings for a trainer card, I would have liked to see him go for an Evolution Incense. Then he could use the Evolution Incense to grab Inteleon Shady Dealings. Evolve into that, grab Evolution Incense or Ultra Ball, and boss's orders to just gust up the bench Origin Form Palkia. But maybe he didn't have the resources for that, so he's just going to hit me with a Roxanne. So he is going to evolve. He's going to find that Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. He is going to use Tool Scrapper, getting rid of my Choice Belt. I believe he Quick Balls away and Melanie to grab an Origin Form Palkia V. He's going to use Level Ball to grab himself a Sobble. And he's going to hit into me Not enough. I do have Level Ball to get Drizzle, Shady Dealings for Boss's Orders, and that's going to be game 1. Let's go on to game number 2. So we're going to get on to game number 2 here. This is a best of 3 series. So the loser of the previous match gets to decide if he wants to go first or second. So since Matt lost, he is going to choose to go first. So we both start with the Origin form Palkia V in the active, which is pretty good. I believe Matt is using a Quick Ball, discarding the water. So let's see who he decides to grab. He's going to grab himself a nice Sobble, and he's going to bench it right away. He's going to Level Ball for another Sobble, which is a pretty good start, as you do want an Origin form Palkia V and a few Sobbles. He's going to attach per turn, and he passes to me. So I Level Ball for Sobble, Capacious Bucket for 2 water energies, Quick Ball away the Origin form Palkia VSTAR for a Radiant Greninja, just so I can draw some cards. Sealed cards, draw 2, get another Origin form Palkia V, I bench it and I attach the turn to the bench one. So I don't want to attach the active one because it's probably going to get knocked out. I bench a Sobble, play Path, and then I research. So then I attach the Choice Belt to the bench Origin form Palkia V because I believe that one's safe. So Matt's going to draw, he's going to evolve into the Origin form Palkia VSTAR. He's going to play an Evolution Incense. So he's going to grab himself a Drizzle, but he's just checking to see what's in the deck right now, what's available to him. Trying to figure out what he has prized. He's going to grab the Drizzle, evolve, Shady Dealings, grab a Capacious Bucket, and grabbing 2 water energies off that Capacious Bucket. So he's going to use, I believe, a Level Ball to grab another Drizzle. And he's going to go Professor's Research off that Drizzle. So I believe here he's just hoping to draw into a Stadium to bump the Path to the Peak. So he's going to attach per turn and Research. I believe there was a Quick Shooting Inteleon in there. So that's definitely rough to see. So let's see what Matt's got going on in this hand right here. So he's going to Ultra Ball away Evolution Incense, kind of rough. And I believe a Water Energy. So now he's going to search for any Pokemon. I believe he would go for an Ice Rider Calyrex here. He is not. He's going for the Origin form Palkia V. He's going to scoop up that Drizzle. He's going to bench the Sobble down. Ultra Ball away Drizzle, Boss's Orders. Pretty rough discard. He's going to grab an Ice Rider Calyrex V and put that on the bench. And then he's going to take a knockout on the Origin form Palkia V. So I'm going to promote my other Origin form Palkia V with the Choice Belt and Water Energy. So I believe I Evolution Incense for Drizzle, Shady Dealings for Training Court, Irida, Origin form Palkia V, and a Quick Ball. Scoop up net, bench that, evolve the Drizzle, Shady Dealings for a Battle VIP Pass. Then I Quick Ball away the Battle VIP Pass just to thin my deck, because that Battle VIP Pass is a dead card in the deck and I just want to get it out. So then I bench a Manaphy, I attach per turn, and I actually don't have enough for knockout because he didn't have a full bench. So unfortunately I do miss a knockout, and I do believe missing that knockout did cost me the game here. So Matt's going to draw per turn. He's going to look through his discard. He's going to use Star Portal, the V-Star ability on Palkia VSTAR. So he's going to evolve into Shady Dealings and Inteleon. So he's going to search for 2 trainer cards. hoping he doesn't have the knockout here, but I believe he just does. So he's gonna grab quick ball, scoop him that quick ball for Sobbles, attach a choice ball, and I am just gonna scoop, and we're gonna go to game number 3. So this is gonna be game number 3. Since I lost, I do choose to go first here. So I have 1 match point and Matt has 1 match point. This is after the tournament, because we were at Saturday League at Game Breakers, and we played the first 2, and then round 1 got called. So which was luckily, because that's why I scooped after we took the knockout, so we could go play. And then after the tournament, this is the game we're playing, just to finish the best of 3 series. So my first turn kind of sucks. Matthew is going to have to profess his research away a bunch of cards that he does need, which is also rough. I did attach to the Radiant Greninja. So in 2 turns of attaching to Radiant Greninja, I am going to knock out 2 Drizzles or 2 Sobbles. But that is waiting 2 turns, and he could get a Manaphy in those turns. So his turn was also pretty bad. I get an Irida, so I'm going to grab, let's see, I believe it was Quick Ball and Origin Form Palkia. So I benched the Origin Form Palkia V and Quick Ball away Water for an Origin Form Palkia V. So I concealed cards, draw 2, evolve the Drizzle, get Capacious Bucket off Shady Dealings, get 2 waters off Capacious Bucket. So those waters are going to go to hand. I attach per turn and pass. I just hope he doesn't have Manaphy or Knockout. So he draws per turn. I believe he drew a Water Energy per turn, which isn't the best. So he's going to Quick Ball away the Water Energy. He's going to grab himself an Origin, he's going to grab himself a Radiant Greninja. He's going to bench that Radiant Greninja. Evolve the active Sobble into Drizzle using Shady Dealings to search out 1 trainer card. He's going to eye up that Scoop Up Net, which is fair, because you want that Drizzle out of the active. So you're going to scoop up the Drizzle, promote the Origin Form Palkia V, evolve the other Sobble into Drizzle, Shady Dealings for Capacious Bucket. So now he's going to grab 2 Water Energies from his deck, which is good because you don't really want to draw into those, you want to search those out. Let's see what he's got going on here. I believe he's got another Quick Ball. Yeah, he's going to Quick Ball Water. So now he's got plenty of Water Energy in the discard pile. He's going to grab himself an Ice Rider Calyrex V. So it's not looking good on my end, because he is probably going to get a knockout on my Radiant Greninja, which I've been building up for 2 turns. He's going to conceal cards, draw 2. Another Capacious Bucket. So I think Matthew plays 3 Capacious Buckets in his list, which is wild because I only play the 2. I think 3 is way too much. So just looking to see what he has prized. So he does grab the 2 waters. He's going to Melanie to the Ice Rider Calyrex V. He's going to see how much energy he has in there. He's going to draw 3. Now let's see what he's got. I believe he does have Ultra Ball in hand. So so he's going to Level Ball for the Sobble. Sobble's going to go to bench. Now he has an Ultra Ball, so I don't see why he doesn't just Ultra Ball for Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. Unless he has an alternate way. So he's going to attach per turn, and then he's going to rule the region. Now I don't know why he did that. I'm going to Melanie to the bench Origin Form Palkia V. I'm going to attach per turn to Radiant Greninja. And I do just hit him with the Moonlight Shuriken, knocking out both Sobbles, forcing him to have a Inteleon or Evolution Incense. Because if the Sobbles were on the bench, then he would just need Drizzles, Level Balls, or Evolution Instance. So he has more outs to get Drizzles than he does Inteleons. That's why I chose both of the Sobbles to be knocked out. So he's going to Ordinary Rod I believe it was a Inteleon Shady Dealings and a Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. So currently I'm in a good position. He's gonna Ultra Ball away Origin Form Palkia V and a Level Ball. He's gonna grab that Inteleon Shady Dealings, evolve into it, so then he's gonna be able to get 2 trainer cards from his deck, which is very powerful considering you basically can search out everything. I don't think there's one card you can't search out in this deck. Because you can get out any item card, and item cards can find you your energies or Pokemon. So you're gonna grab Evolution Incense for Origin Form Palkia VSTAR, and I believe some way to get the Sobble out. So he's going to use his VSTAR ability Star Portal and attach 1 water to the active Origin Form Palkia V, 2 to the bench Ice Rider Calyrex V. He's just going to take a knockout, which does feel bad. So I bench the Origin Form Palkia V. I haven't used my Star Portal yet. So I'm going to Evolution Incense Drizza for Inteleon Shady Dealings. So now I'm going to search for any 2 trainer cards. I get Boss, Evolution Incense for an Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. So I'm going to evolve the active one. So I'm going to attach a choice belt to the active one. I'm going to Star Portal 1 to the active, 2 to the bench one without a choice belt. And then I boss up the Ice Rider Calyrex V because that's going to be a big problem later on in the game. So I do take 2 prizes here. And now I am just 1 KO away from winning the game, as long as he benches another 2 prize. So he's going to Tool Scrapper away the choice belt on the bench Origin Form Palkia V. He's going to attach a choice belt to the active, and then he's just going to Subspace Swell for not enough damage, unfortunately. So I evolve my bench Origin Form Palkia V. That has 2 energies, and then I evolve the other one as well. So I believe I Quick Ball away, I think that's Raihan, for a Sobble. And then Melanie to the Origin Form Palkia V with no energies. Ordinary Raw back in Water Energy and Radiant Greninja. And then I just hit into this Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. Not enough to knock out, but now I do have 2 Origin Form Palkia VSTARs powered up. One of them does have 1 energy on, and there's no way for him to heal, and if he just retreats into a bench, he's just delaying the inevitable. So he does have to take 5 prizes, and I just have to knock into this 1 Origin Form Palkia VSTAR for game. It's not looking good on his end. His hand doesn't look that good either. So we evolve the Drizzle. He's going to look for a trainer card. And I think he realizes he doesn't have any outs here. So I think he just scoops here. Yeah, he's just gonna scoop. The writing was on the wall, and that is going to be the end of this match.